It is Tuesday night, the 14th, I think, right? We didn't talk about that, but I think it is. Hey, guys. Good evening. Hope you guys had a great day. We got tons of stuff going on, and we're going to share a couple things with you tonight. I got a couple questions and a little calculation thing going on. I'm going to show some pine. Yeah, we got lots of stuff. First things first, though. We have, you guys know this is our custom base plate that we make for all different kinds of routers. This is off of one of my 611s, my DeWalt 611s. But if you guys have bought one of these before, and many of you certainly have, I'm certain of that, you know that they're clear. And what we've started doing just in the last several months, we've started making these letters black. So they're easier to identify. And in that process, Dad has come up with a new process. So now, going forward, I hope you can see this, all of our base plates, for probably the next few weeks, there'll be some of them that'll ship out that'll be clear, and some of them will be frosted. It actually shows the letters up that much better. I've already tested this. I thought it might be a hindrance when carving because this wasn't as see-through, but it's not. Because we've got the big hole in there, it isn't a hindrance at all. It actually works just as well. So, just so you guys know, if you order a base plate sometime in the near future, it may come the new version, which has kind of a frost to the front bottom side, and it'll have paper on it on the bottom. This is got to stick this paper.
Fernando Alvarado is here. I think I talked to him today. Did I talk to you today, Fernando?
Hey, Fernando.
His family and friends, I think, call him Dave, and his wife's name is Vicky.
Really?
Yeah, he told me
That's
that today.
Interesting. That's cool.
Artie's here. David Kearns. I'm sorry, I'm just going to tell you a few people. Kevin and Debbie Ainsworth, let's see, Christina Klein, Chris Wright, Emma Silver, Sammy Gomez, Gary Litchfield, Tom Toten, Gary Breimer. Greg Breimer says hello from my grandson's ball game.
Well, it's good to hear that somebody's playing sports.
Jason
That's great, Greg.
Dang.
Uh-oh. The ants?
I don't know. Maybe it's just subconscious.
We've got some ants on
Richard
the porch here, and Vicky refuses to wear shoes.
Pam Berry.
Now she has shoes on.
Tessa, Annette Tucker, Stacy and Chad from Tennessee.
Hey, guys.
Jamie McCord, Gary Litchfield, Scott Christian, Leonard Davis, Andy Littleton. So
Good
everybody's
group.
here.
Yeah, everybody's here. The gang's all here. So, if you
Dan
guys
Yotis
have
is here.
questions on the base plate, let me know. But again, if you order a base plate sometime in the near future, they'll come frosted like that, and the letters show up really, really well.
Oh, Dave Kearns is here. Dan Yotis, Matt
Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, guys. All right. First question. This one is interesting. This is from John, and he says, I don't have a photo editing program on my computer. I saw one of your old YouTube videos where you enlarged an image of a compass. You guys might have seen that. That's kind of a popular video. It's several years old. From a small image to 12 inches square on your calculator. Can you give me an idea how you did that? So, I will do that, and I will tell you there's an easier way to do it. Now, we use rapid resizer now.
Stacy and Chad says, I was told this is where all the cool kids hang out. Greg Breimer says he still has sawdust in his socks. He's at his...
Someone lied to you, guys.
Tessa, he ran away.
Yeah, the lizard ran away.
He had a big old patio dragon.
Patio dragon, yes. So, this is an image that I just printed.
Hold on, let me see if I can.
It was in my artwork, and I printed it. It's a little hot rod, and I'll show you you guys how I use that to enlarge to a certain size on my copier. Almost all copiers these days, didn't used to be, but almost all copiers these days, even the cheap ones, can enlarge and reduce. So what I would do if I needed to make this, let's say, well, right now it is about 3 inches left to right, and it's approximately 2 inches top to bottom tall. So one of the reasons, what?
Derek says he likes my wind chimes. Thank you, Derek.
Okay, good. There's 1 out of 100.
Oh, stop it. Greg Wallen says lots of love from your chubby buddy in Wisconsin.
Hey, Greg. Craig. Anyway, so we've got 3 inches by 2 inches. Now, the thing that the copiers won't do is they won't stretch them or squeeze them. Like Rapid Resizer, you can make it however you want. You can stretch them way out. That's the reason I like Rapid Resizer, and we use Corel Draw as well. But back before we had that, I had to print things out, and they were in the same proportion. So if I wanted to, let's say I wanted to blow this up, it's 3 inches right now. Let's say I wanted to blow it up to 7 inches long, then what I would do is I would say, all right, 3 inches, and again, this is just a math thing, guys, and I know there's better ways to do this. 3 inches, but I want it
Thank you, Pam.
7 inches long, so I would need to, if I blow it up 200%, it would be 6 inches, so 230%, let's check that out, 230% or 233%, let's see, it's 3.0 times 230 equals about 690, so that's almost 7 inches.
Can't see that.
Oh,
I'm down
anyway,
on the paper.
So what I just kind of figure it out percentage wise, and I'm really bad at explaining this, but if I was to blow that up 230%, then how tall that would be, it's a little shy of 2 inches. It's about 1.75. So if it's 1.75 times 230, it's going to end up being about 4 inches tall. Yeah, about 4 inches, a little over 4 inches tall. So it's going to end up being 4 inches by 7 inches. So basically, I just do it by a percentage, and I know 200% is twice, 300% is 3 times. It's just kind of simple math, and it has to be simple for me.
Yeah, Stacy and Chad, I'm assuming, is on here. He says download Inkscape. It's free.
Inkscape is great. That's a great software, and it is, you're right, it's free, and it will do a lot of the things that, it's kind of like the free version of Corel Draw, which we paid hundreds of dollars for Corel Draw. But Inkscape is a great program. We used to use it. I've used it a couple times. RapidResizer.com is a great way to do it. And again, those programs will let you could take this image, and you don't have to keep it in proportion. You could say, I want it 9 inches by 2.5 inches tall, and it would make it whatever you want.
Pam Berry says she uses a Cricut, and it does that. It's great for that also.
Right. That's the software built into the
somebody was telling me, who was that? Shannon was telling me that she has a Cricut for sale.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're great machines. The Cricut, and then there's another one, but I can't think of what it's called right now. Maybe it's Cameo or something like that. But there's several little kind of hobby vinyl cutting machines that are terrific for layout. We use the laser, and if you don't have one of those, we've got layout templates. Anyway, so but that's the way I do it. It's just a percentage thing, and but again, that's limited in the fact, I think I did an old video way back when I was blowing up some Western letters, and I did the same thing. They were like, I had to blow them up to like 6 inches, but that was long before all of these websites that will do it for you. So anyway, I hope that makes sense. It probably doesn't. But if you have questions, let me know. Oh, the video he was talking about was video 106, hashtag 106. That's the one where I did that compass that I blew up. Okay.
What about Tessa says, what about printing your letters the way you need them and not backwards? I'm not sure what you mean.
Printing your letters the way you need them. Well, you can do that. You can print them if you're not using a transfer method where you lay the face down. That's when you have to do it backwards.
Mirrored.
If you're going to use carbon paper, or if you're going to glue the paper to the board like I've showed on videos many times, then you don't have to print them backwards. You don't have to mirror image them or flop them. But if you're using a transfer method like freezer paper or
Wax paper.
Or wax paper or laser jet printer with like acetone or lacquer thinner, then you do need to reverse them. Otherwise they'll come out backwards. All right, so that was that one. Next one, Vicki and I went to town yesterday. It was our weekly trip. That's our getaway. Pretty sad, actually.
119 degrees.
Yeah, when it was 119 degrees. And we went by Lowe's and picked up a piece of pine. They didn't have any short ones, so I picked up an 8-footer, took it over to the saw, a piece of select pine. Beautiful board, absolutely pristine. Took it over to the saw, cut it in half, brought it home, got it out. You know what I do? First thing I do with pine, put some sanding sealer on it. So we probably had it home for a maximum of 20 minutes to a half hour. Go to the back patio, and guess what? It split wide open on me. So this is the board, and Vicki is my, she was shocked when I told her. Huh?
I was going to say move your cup, but you moved the board.
She was shocked when I told her. Now, this has a sanding sealer on it, and I slopped it on with a brush, so it kind of filled up the crack a little bit. I wanted it to get down in the crack so that it wouldn't split anymore. But this board, when we brought it home, it was absolutely...
It was perfect.
It was perfect. It was perfect board when we looked at it, when we took it out of the store, but someplace either on the way home or when I took it out of the car, bam, it opened wide up. So that is I don't know if everybody has those issues, but it certainly is an issue out here, and in California I used to have it happen as well. So just a word of warning, guys, do not wait. If you're using this pine, and again, we have pretty extreme heat as compared to a lot of places, but there's a lot of places that have a lot of humidity too, and that will cause warping and cupping, and I don't know if they'll crack open, but this thing was absolutely pristine when we got it, and it cracked wide open. But since I put sanding sealer on it, now it's good, and it was only about a foot? Yeah, only about 11-12 inches of the board. That's as far as the crack went. That's when I put the sanding sealer on it. So I still have 3 foot of board. This is actually about an $18 board, so I'm not happy about losing that, but I'll use that for something else, something that I can rip that down. I'll use it for something else. But anyway, so just a warning for you guys. If you're using this pine, and actually the same thing for redwood or even cedar, seal up the ends if nothing else. Like I did when I sprayed the chair. Put something on the ends to keep it from cupping or warping or splitting. The surface, I use a sanding sealer. Oh, the sanding sealer, just in case you guys didn't know, I showed this the other day, just in case. This is a sanding sealer, and normally I use the critter sprayer, but it was only one board, so literally I just used a brush and I slopped it on. Anyway, so boards are unpredictable. Wood is unpredictable, so just do everything that you can to try and lessen issues.
Matt said, here comes the Star Bond.
Yeah.
Scott
Yeah.
Christian said, I was watching Pawn Stars. I taped it. But anyway, they went on a road trip, and they went and they stopped in Golden Valley.
Did they? Wow. They never called.
Never called, nothing. Berta
That's
Sue
crazy.
says hello from Iowa.
Hey, Berta. So anyway, that is, that's just kind of my word of caution. Get something on your boards, especially during the summertime, because the heat will cause those boards to cup and warp. I'm actually going to be making a couple signs. I'll probably show you guys tomorrow the layout on a couple signs that I've got for a restaurant chain that buys a lot of signs for
Matt said he's used Starbond on, hold on plastic and metal. Haven't found anything it won't work on.
You know, I didn't talk about this, but that Chevy pickup that I bought, when I got it home, we've had it now 4 or 5 months. When I got it home, I noticed that the side molding in the front on the passenger door, the side molding looked like it was out a little bit. I literally Starbonded. I got the gel Starbond. I shoved it down in that crack, threw the accelerator on it, pushed it up there, and it's been there ever since. And that's been, I don't know, 4 months, something like that. Starbond is awesome stuff.
Tessa said, I bought a cedar round from a guy, and just bringing it home, the change of temperature from one place to another made it crack.
Yep, it'll do it. Absolutely. So get something on it as soon as possible. And even if it does crack, go ahead and throw something on it, because it will crack more. It'll just keep going if you don't get something on there. Now the live edge slabs and rounds, that's where I use the anchor seal that I showed the other day.
Janice Colglazer.
Hey Janice.
Isn't that
Patrick.
Patrick came to our first
yes,
seminar.
Patrick and Janice, yes. How you guys doing? Yeah, Patrick was one of our first attendees. Yeah, absolutely. Terrific guy. And a good sign carver. Very good sign carver. All right. That is it. If you guys have questions, let me know. Let's get on sign carvers of the day. I got some cool ones here. Let's see. Okay, Scott Christian. You said he's here, right? Yeah. Scott Christian, his very second sign.
His very second sign?
Yes. And I believe he's down in Phoenix area, I think, Scott.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So this is his second sign, and I think he used a flat bottom bit. I don't know. Scott could tell you what bits he used, but I don't.
I think so, because it's in Cactus. I think he's in Phoenix.
Yeah, I think he's in Phoenix. That's a good indication. Yeah. And it looks like fake grass. I don't know. That looks kind of like fake grass. I don't know if it is or not. But. All right. So next up, Billy Payton. This one's really funny. I love it.
Cuss twice.
Measure once, cuss twice. Really neat little image on there. Great job, Billy. I love it. Very nice. Very nice. All right. I need another bag here. I don't want to have to use that. Use my patriotic bags. Now this one's really neat. So I have to show you a photograph first. So Warren Olivan, they took a family trip to Africa, and this is a photograph of a lioness that they took. What he wanted to do is convert that and carve it. And this is what he came up with. Check that out.
Oh, very cool.
Pretty cool. Now I don't know what program he might have used. Rapid Resizer. I don't know, but he downloaded that.
Not that much.
Oh. Hey. Is that all right?
Well, close enough.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Anyway, great job, Warren. Terrific. So now they've got a keepsake that is his carving off of a photograph that they took in Africa. So really cool. Very, very neat. Some chick named Tessa. So this is one, and she sent this to me the end of June. This is one that she made for a lady that does drug testing for a living. So it's perfect. I thought it was awesome. Great job, Tessa. So somebody that actually is in the drug testing business. Terrific. I've never met anybody that does drug tests for a living.
I've had drug tests.
Yeah, I guess I don't live in
working
that world.
at the casino. It's
yeah. Oh yeah, you've done the drug test. Yeah.
Had to.
I only did it when I got arrested, but that's another
you
story.
Shut up. Whatever. You're such a goody.
Dave Garamonte.
Hi, Danny.
Terrific job, Dave. I love the colors. Excellent. Excellent work, my friend. Beautiful. Excellent. All right. So, that is the sign carvers of the day. It seems like there's something I'm supposed to announce, but I can't think of what it is. Tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning I will be doing a router review on the Bosch Colt 125. I think it's GKF 125CEN. I think that's it. But so I'm giving you my honest opinion on it. What I do like, what I don't like about it. So you'll see that review tomorrow morning. And then we've got Friday. We got some cool stuff coming up.
You've got questions.
Okay.
Stop talking.
I have a weapon in my hand. You probably
really?
Yeah.
You're feeling brave on camera, dude.
And I'm a pretty good shot with these too. I could go right over the top of that camera. Bing. Bring the questions.
Kevin Ainsworth says, "Do you use much plywood to make signs?"
I talked about that last night, Kevin. Actually, I don't. But there are some plywoods that I would use, but I generally don't. I generally use just solid woods. But I did, if you go back and watch Facebook Live last night, and it will be posted on YouTube probably early next week, I show actually a little demo that I did on a piece of plywood. Plywoods have a couple different, if they're cheap plywoods, they have a couple different problems. First one is a really thin veneer that if you're going to spray it and sand it off like I do on most of my signs, and you sand through that veneer, I don't like the way it looks when you hit that second layer. The other one is voids. Very often, you just had a hummingbird right behind your head.
Did I?
Yeah. He just
Nope, there he goes.
The second thing is voids within the plywood, and you never can tell where they're going to be. And back when I used to use plywood back in the 80s, I used to use plywood a little bit more. I just got tired of losing signs because the letters chipped out. So.
Okay. Rob Duberstein says, "When you start to carve a sign, how do you pick out where to start and which way to go? And is going a certain direction easier than the other?"
Okay, I normally go like I read from left to right. Once I get the layout done, I normally start on the left and work to the right.
Matt said, "Bet you can't hit her." I bet if he does, he'd pay for it.
Oh, Matt's trying to get me in trouble. Actually, it's too late. I'm already in trouble.
You're already in trouble. Okay.
So, yes, I work from the left to right. The best way to carve, normally I will carve in a counterclockwise direction if I'm doing outset letters, because I find that it works a little bit better for me, but I carve in both directions.
Berta Sue says, "Do you plan to have more workshops?"
Yes, we do. We're hoping to have one in October. And Vicky just gave me the stink eye. We're hoping to have one in October, right here live, and that's what we're hoping for. So Vicky is.
We'll see.
Vicky's very cautiously optimistic, let's say, and that's being generous.
Dave Giramani says, "I just came on and seen you show my carving. Thanks."
Good job, Dave. I like it. Very patriotic. Great job. So yes, we do plan to have more workshops.
We just don't know when.
We had one scheduled in the spring, but this COVID thing put a kibosh on it. So we're hoping by October life will be somewhat back to normal.
We'll see.
But we'll see. We just don't know. But we've got other things coming up that I can't talk about yet, but stay tuned. So
we'll just leave it at
that. We'll leave it at that.
All
yes. Right. I've got some plans. Okay. Anything else?
Matt says, "With things shutting down again, what's the word on the Makers thing in Ohio?"
Gone. Yeah,
canceled.
I haven't announced it yet, but I got notice last week. It's done. It's they had to cancel it, and just that really gets me. That would have been the first time that I would have been at a big venue and able to be part of that faculty. But they're planning on it for next year. So, and I'm working on some other things, maybe early next year too. So,
all right.
Anyway, anything else?
Nope. Hi, Rachie.
Hey, Rach. All right, that's it, guys. We are out. we will see you guys tomorrow night. We'll be here. And again, I'm going to do show you layout on special restaurant signs that I'm doing. So out of the pine. So hope you guys have a great evening. Thanks so much for watching, and we love you. We'll see you.
Artie Borger has, hold on.
Last second question. You got it?
Sorry, got it just in time.
Just in time.
What can you do when I spray? What can I do when I spray a template, but the spray went under the template?
Okay, so Artie, I've done a few videos on that. What you want to do is sometimes those templates, they get a little bend to them or warp to them. So there's a lot of different ways to do it. But basically, depending on how close it is to the edge of the board, you can use a little spring clamp on both sides. I think I did a demo on that, I don't know, a week or so ago. Or you can, and I've done this too, if you've got the template, let's say
Love
this
you
is
too,
the template.
Rach.
Huh?
Just
You could hold it down with like a dowel or something like that. So put some pressure on it and spray it as you're holding it down. You can also use little pieces of tape to tape it down in some areas. So it depends on what the template is.
He already did it. He's already done it. It's black is already under the template, so what, just sand it off?
Sand it off, do it again.
Yep.
That's what I would do. Or depending on how bad it is, if you can take a pencil and pencil in where the lines are fuzzy, then do that. I've done it both ways. There have been some times where it was so bad I had to sand it off, just spray it again. Or there have been times where I've just penciled in what I needed because it wasn't too bad.
All right. Berta Sue, yes, we do still have templates of the month.
Yep.
This is it, guys. We're closing up. So say goodnight, Gracie.
All right, guys.
Bye, guys.
See you guys tomorrow. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.